My name is Sanz, and for my speech, I will be speaking about how to adopt a rescue pet. I would like to introduce you to my dog, Rex, and he is a rescue pet adopted from a shelter. Thousands of animals are euthanized every year, and they never get adopted. Adopting a rescued animal will save many of those lives, and it will give the people opportunity on how wonderful rescue pets are, and help also create awareness on adopting a pet. Have you ever known honest, true, and unconditional love? Has anyone sat by your door all day, waiting for you to come home? What are the chances a human being will do such a thing for you? Nobody does, not even our parents. Fortunately, I have someone who does, my dog Rex, and he is a rescue dog. When I left for college, Rex sat in front of my bedroom door for days at a time. You could feel his body heat on the floor because he was sleeping there for so long, and my parents have pictures of him. On weekends, when I come home, Rex sleeps on top of my duffel bag, and I know that he is saying to me, "You are not leaving me again." His story is a happy one, but for thousands of other animals, it's not. You could help save a life and also bring happiness to your own. I would like to talk to you about the fate of pets not adopted, about the great benefits adopting a pet brings to your life, and about how you can help all save their lives. Animals in shelters who do not get adopted end up being euthanized. Each year, approximately 2.7 million animals are euthanized, 1.2 million dogs, and 1.4 cats. Of the dogs entering shelters, approximately 35% are adopted, 31% are euthanized, and 26% of dogs who came in as strays are returned to their owner. Of the cats entering shelters, approximately 37% are adopted, 41% are euthanized, and less than 5% of the cats who came in as strays are returned to their owners. What happens to the animal after getting to a shelter? They are on hold for 5 days, less if the shelter is full. The animal will be confined to a small kennel in a room with about 25 other barking and crying animals. If it's lucky, it will have enough volunteers to take him or her for a walk. They usually don't get enough attention, and besides having a bowl of food slid under the kennel door and the waste sprayed out by a high-powered hose. If they do not get adopted, they will be euthanized. How are they euthanized? The dog or cat will be restrained and held down by 1 or 2 vets, depending on their size and how freaked out they are. All euthanization tech and a vet will start the process by finding a vein in the front leg and inject a lethal dose of a chemical. They all don't just go to sleep. Sometimes they spasm for a bit, gasp for air, and defecate on themselves. Then the pet's corpses will be stacked like firewood in a large freezer with all the other animals that were killed, waiting to be picked up like garbage. Death is a death of deep sleep, except the animals will not wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. Euthanization is not always humane. It is not easy to hear how it really is a procedure in shelters. There are benefits in adopting a rescue pet. Let me tell you. What benefits you gain from adopting a rescued animal? You will save a life. The number of euthanized animals could be reduced dramatically if more people adopted pets instead of buying them. When you adopt, you get a healthy pet. Most shelters examine and give vaccinations to animals when they arrive, and many spay or neuter them before being adopted. Adopting will save you money. Adopting a pet from an animal shelter or rescue group is much less expensive than buying a pet at a pet store or through other sources. Adopting a pet will make you feel better. Animal gives you unconditional love. Caring for a companion, animal can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment and lessen feelings of loneliness and isolation in all age groups. Your pet will love you like the moon loves the stars. Is there anything people can do to help this situation? And how can we help? I'll make some suggestions. How can we not help save their lives? Have your pets been spayed or neutered? Veterinarians perform a simple operation on cats and dogs to prevent them from having unwanted kittens and puppies. Adopt your next pet from your local animal shelter. There are a lot of wonderful dogs, cats, and other companion animals just waiting for a loving time. Organize a supplies drive to help animal shelters care for themselves and homeless pets until they can find homes for the animals. License your pets. Make sure they have an identification tag and collar or microchip. Your local vet or Miami-Dade Animal Services can help. Learn about pets before you adopt to make sure you are ready for their responsibility. Create awareness. Teach volunteers and others about pet overpopulation and how they can help. Volunteer and contact your local chapter of the Humane Society. As you can see, animal overpopulation is a big problem in our communities. I've told you about the consequences for the animals when they end up in the shelter, and the benefits adopting a rescued animal can bring to you, and finally, how we can help solve the problem. Awareness and education, responsibility, and compassion are main ingredients to help. You get home, and waiting by the door is a happy wagging tail waiting for you to walk in. You are received with jumps and excitement. Think about how happy you are going to feel this kind of reception after a long day at work or at school. I have the fortune to have a companion who is unconditional, loyal, and loves me whether I am in a good mood or not. I am going to leave you with the words of Yogi Amrit Desai. Dare to reach out into the darkness and pull another hand into the light. If you would like to adopt a pet, call Animal Aid Incorporation at 754-223-5378 or try adoptapet.com. Thank you, my name is Thomas Sanz.